At L&M Fine Jewelry, we hand select our diamonds to give you the very best prices possible. Monty knows a great deal when he finds one. Find your great deal at L&M Fine Jewelry.
Your diamond destination.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Samuel Akem here, and I'm back with another one. The week that we all have been waiting for has finally arrived. Football season is officially upon us. The first breakdown of the season is Montana State versus the University of New Mexico in week 0. Now, if you watch this game, Montana State got down by 17 twice in this game. They came out the first half, they got down by 17. They kind of rallied in the second quarter, and in the third quarter, fourth quarter, they got down 31-14. And in the beginning of the fourth quarter, they were actually down 31-14. And Tommy Mellott and the Montana State Bobcats put together a game to come back and get the victory. This was a great game, and a lot of people, if you weren't really tapped into this game, you're probably looking at this score thinking, what the heck is going on? Montana State was a 13.5 point favorite when all things were said and done right before kickoff. They ended up only winning by 4. Winning, the emphasis there, winning. I believe I saw it was their first FBS victory since 2006. Great win for Montana State. Great victory for Tommy Mellott and the boys. Adam Jones, Scottre Humphrey are the guys to look at in this game. 17 carries, 167 yards, and a touchdown, and a big time 93-yard touchdown for Adam Jones. 19 carries, 140 yards, and a touchdown for Scottre Humphrey. 9.8 average for Adam Jones, 7.4 average for Scottre Humphrey, 9 carries and 30 yards for Tommy Mellott. And you're going to see this when we break down the film, when we break down the game. This is not film. This is just the live TV copy. But you're going to see this when we break down the game. Tommy Mellott was not running. He was not being asked to run the ball as much as some people were used to. A lot of the runs that he had were maybe on boots where he had to scramble, plays where he had to scramble, messed up handoffs. He actually scored the touchdown, the rushing touchdown that he had looked to be on a messed up handoff where him and Adam Jones got confused. Adam Jones ended up being the lead blocker, and Tommy Mellott ended up walking into the end zone. Ty McCullough was their leading receiver, 7 receptions, 66 yards, and a touchdown. He had a touchdown on a deep over, kind of on a crossing concept. 5 for 58 for Lanyata Alexander. They seem to be their top 2 receivers. Everybody else was really under 30 yards receiving. Tommy Mellott, 21 for 32, 205 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. Now, where Tommy Mellott and the Bobcats caught themselves up was Tommy Mellott did have 2 fumbles. They were able to get to the quarterback a little bit from the New Mexico side of things. Now, obviously, we know that Montana State offensive line can run block like nobody's business, but their passing protection at times kind of got messed up. Honestly, I wouldn't even say it was their passing protection. New Mexico was able to call some timely blitzes and get to the quarterback, but all things said and done, Montana State won 35-31. We're going to be breaking down this film. Make sure you guys hit the like and subscribe button right now. I'm so excited to be back breaking down games. I'm so excited that football season is finally upon us. Please do me a favor, hit that like button. Please do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. Leave me a comment down below of how you loved this video, and we will get straight into it. Okay, New Mexico started out with the ball. They're going to throw a quick screen to their receiver number 15, and he's going to get good yardage. Montana State's defense was not doing a great job getting guys on the ground to start the game. Their defense really struggled early on. They struggled a little bit here and there throughout the game, but they really were able to get things under control for the most part later in the game. They got some big stops when they needed to, but early on they were kind of struggling getting guys on the ground. You see them struggling to tackle right here early on. Not a huge run, but you just see some of the tackling struggles they were dealing with right there. Here we go right here. Quick hitch route, knocked out by the linebacker. Really good play right there. Really good play right there on second down. Now, you guys know, if you guys watch this channel, I always emphasize it. Third down is the big down. Can you get off the field? And here goes the first third down for Montana State, and they're going to get an unfortunate pass interference call. Just kind of got beat a little bit. Defensive back got on the receiver's back. You see they have 3 into the boundary. We call this fib, formation into the boundary, 3 by 1. Or no, this is empty. You got the tight end in a hit position right here. But the 2 receivers with the running back in the backfield, right? Or where is the running back? I think the running back's right here. 2 receivers with the running back in the backfield. Pass interference. That's going to be an automatic 15-yard penalty. Here you go. You get a look at it. and a first down. Watch it. Gets on his back a little bit. Doesn't know where the ball's at. He tries to look back for the ball. You know, I think as a DB in this position, you start to get in oh shit mode because it's like he's got a step on you, but you don't know where the ball's at. But you see him looking for the ball. You see him trying to time up his jump, and you just get hung up. It's a tough position to be in as a defensive back. They're gonna call that every time. Here we go. We get a 2nd and 7 for New Mexico. Rolling out on the boot. And they're going to get their receiver on the fallout route around the 30-yard line. New Mexico is moving the ball to start the game. Moving the ball indeed. Not having any trouble. Oh, wait. Oh, hard to see right here. He did drop it, though. Okay. That was something that New Mexico dealt with late in this game with some drops, some big-time drops. They had some kicking struggles, which, funny enough, they're playing against Montana State, who, if you look a year ago, Montana State was the team having the kicking troubles. I know, as a Montana State fan, those Montana State fans out there, I know you're so happy to have somebody else be the team dealing with the kicking struggles. I know that's a breath of fresh air. But New Mexico had some drops late in the game, some kicking struggles late in the game that really, really hurt them. And you see, I saw Sean Rainey, he said on Twitter, bad teams find ways to lose games, and teams that have always been losers for some reason, even when they're playing good, even when they're in a position to win a game, even when they're up by 17 in the fourth quarter, somehow, some way, they find a way to lose those games, and that is exactly what New Mexico did. Exactly what they did. Gonna get some pressure by Brody Grebe here on a stunt and push him out of the pocket. Brody Grebe was on the inside on the stunt. Number 45 was on the outside. Looks kind of like a hold. It's not going to get called. Rolling out and incomplete pass. Montana State is going to get the ball with 13 minutes to go, and they're handing it off to Scottre Humphrey. Now, let me tell you something about Scottre Humphrey. I didn't get to do a breakdown on him this offseason. I really wanted to do one, but I think Scottre Humphrey is going to be one of the top 3-4 backs in the conference this year. Obviously, I got Lan Larison. Eli Gilman's going to be up there, but I know Eli Gilman's going to be sharing a lot of the carries, and Montana tries to run a balanced scheme. With Montana State, Scottre Humphrey's going to get at least 10 to 15 to 20 carries a game. He's going to be playing downhill. I could see him being, statistically and just skill-wise, being one of the top backs in the country. That's not to look past Adam Jones either, but here you go. They start with the run. They start with the run right there. 2nd and 8 coming up, moving the tight end in, something they do a lot of times. Obviously, they got a new offensive coordinator this year, but running the ball. Scottre Humphrey getting downhill on the outside. This is like that read option that they really love to run. A lot of times, Tommy Malott can pull this. You didn't see him pulling the ball a lot in this game. You did not see him pulling the ball a lot of straight handoffs this game. But one thing I lament about Tommy Malott all the time is the mesh point right here, between him and the running back. He didn't even carry it as long. Like last year sometimes, a lot of times last year when he was more apt to run the ball, you saw him ride that fake for such a long time before he would either hand it off or pull it. But I mean, even right here, it looks a little different than it did last year. So might be a little bit of intricacy that you're seeing between last year's offensive coordinator and this year's offensive coordinator, but really good run right there for about, what do we say? Maybe 15, close to 20 yards. Good run right there. Here we go. 1st and 10. Got a little, what is that, a receiver? We say that like a Y receiver, YH counter. Quarterback counter, YH quarterback counter. Maybe it's a read though. Here's a pull. As I just talked about Tommy Malott, you didn't see Tommy Malott pull the ball a ton. He goes ahead and pulls the ball and getting upfield for good yardage on 1st and 5. Now, I know that's something that if you talk to, obviously I live in Montana, so I'm talking to a lot of Bobcat fans. I'm talking to a lot of Grizzly fans all throughout the offseason. And one thing you hear from a lot of Bobcat fans this offseason is please stop running Tommy Malott so much. That's why I talked about the statistics, 9 rushes for 30 yards. I feel like, honestly, the 9 rushes was kind of comparable to what he did last year. But if you look at the way in which he was getting those carries throughout the game, it was not a concerted effort to keep the ball in Tommy Malott's hands. They're using their running backs, obviously leaning on that offensive line as they do, but it's not all a Tommy Malott show to run the ball. And I really do appreciate how they see what has worked and what hasn't worked. Obviously, running Tommy has worked, but at what cost? and that cost being Tommy Mellott not making it through the season all the way. Here you go. You get Lanyata Alexander Jr. with the reception right there on the fallout route. Might even call it a curl, but coming back down the stem, I'll call it a curl. At about 10 yards, coming back down, good catch, good pass by Tommy on the first for the first down on 2nd and 5. Here you go, 1st and 10, quick out, double outs down here. Looks like the tight end's trying to tight turn it. Receiver's got space to run out, but he doesn't because he's got the sideline. Ball's a little low, and it's incomplete on 1st and 10. Something Tommy was struggling with early on in the game was hitting his receivers. Like, this doesn't seem like a very hard reception to make right here, and Tommy was kind of struggling from that aspect. Now, I can't really tell if it's dropped. Obviously, this logo right here is kind of in the way. Can't tell if it's dropped or if it was kind of a dirt ball, but Tommy did throw a few dirt balls early on in the game, maybe 1 or 2 dirt balls early in the game. That was a little off-putting to see. And here is where the problems start for Montana State. Now, this is just like a crappy play right here. It kind of, I mean, I'm not so sure why this lineman is pulling. It has to do with the pass concept they're running. Obviously, they're trying to emulate like a power type scheme, but it's a pass. So it's a form of play action, pulling the lineman around. But unfortunately for Montana State, they pull the guard around, which happens to be Marcus Weir, their best offensive lineman, one of the best offensive linemen in the country. We're going to get to him a little bit later in this cut up. But New Mexico brings a blitz right where that guard had vacated, and their center is not able to, trace back over there and get over there to cover that up. And unfortunately for Montana State, Tommy is in his throwing motion, trying to tuck it back in, aka the tuck rule. Tom Brady not able to tuck it back in. He fumbles it, and New Mexico is going to take it all the way to the house. Very, very unfortunate play right there from Montana State. Just a tough break here. You get a better look at it. Marcus Weir pulls around, gets his block. He's locked in, making a really good block. But New Mexico calls the very timely blitz. Kind of almost seems like a zero blitz. It definitely is a zero blitz. You got man on the running back, blitz, 4 blitzing right here. So 6 blitzing. You only have 5 blockers. Actually 5. No, yeah, because Adam Jones is out in the route. So you have 5 blockers, 6 are coming. You got to know to get the ball off now. Obviously, it's a very timely blitz by New Mexico, like I said. But nobody's even, I mean, if you knew you were going to be hot, and part of this happens later on for Montana State as well, and I definitely would attribute that later one to Tommy. I mean, obviously, this is your first time playing them. They have a new head coach, so they're running a new defense. So it's hard to say. It's really hard to say that Tommy is wrong here, but you would have liked to get it out to your hot. He doesn't really have an immediate hot right here. If it's anybody, it's that hitch, but it's very unfortunate for him. He takes the sack, they scoop it, and they score it for the touchdown. And they give New Mexico life early on in this game. Montana State's got the ball back, 10 minutes to go in the first quarter, 1st and 10, handing it off to Reed to Scottre Humphrey. He decides to pull it. That DN commits to Scottre Humphrey. That's a very good read right there. Very, very good read right there by Tommy Mellott. Pull it, and he's trying to get out. They kind of got him boxed in pretty well. They tried to throw a bubble over here as well. He's not really looking at the bubble. I think he could have tossed it out there right there when he looks right here. He probably could have tossed it out there, but they got him really boxed in really well. They're pursuing to the ball well, and they get the stop at the line of scrimmage. Here you go. Handing it off to Scottre Humphrey, who's getting good yardage. And this is one of the things that I think if you ask a lot of people who were watching this game, as you noticed, the first couple plays of that last drive, the first drive, they were running the ball fine. Scottre Humphrey had like a 15 to 20 yard rush, and then they went away from it and started to pass it. They fumble it. New Mexico gets a touchdown. Second play of this drive, they hand it off to Scottre Humphrey on the inside. Look at all of this push on the inside. I mean, this is freaking ridiculous. Look at this gap that they're running through. Why did they ever go away from the run game? And as you're going to see as the second quarter gets started, as Montana State is down, they snap out of it and they're like, what are we doing? We're playing like somebody we're not. We run the ball better than anybody else in the Big Sky Conference. We run the ball better than a lot of teams in the country. Let's stick to what we know. Let's stick to what we do. Let's do what we do and get back to the run game. But I say all that to say, here you go right here to Scottre Humphrey getting about 23 to 24, close to 25 yards on a run play on 2nd and 10. Really good job. That's what they do. That is exactly what they do. Here you go. Trying to throw it. Here's going to be a dirt ball from Tommy Malott. You see Dowler kind of hitting the juke. I don't know if this was a design. Kind of looks like a design juke route, but he's going to hit the juke route right here. Get that linebacker lost, but Tommy is unable to hit it. Getting out of the pocket a little bit. Maybe that D lineman might have hit his arm right there. Maybe. Well, we went back a little bit. That D lineman might have hit his arm right there. Oh, yeah. We went too forward now. I'm so sorry, y'all. That D lineman might have hit his arm right there, but either way, it's in the dirt. He's not able to complete it. Here we go. 2nd and 10 from Montana State. Giving it to Adam Jones, and he's going to get tackled right at the line of scrimmage for no gain. Maybe half a yard, if anything. 3rd and 10 coming up with 8.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Got 6 protecting. 4 out on routes. Looks like they're running slants down here at the bottom. Looks like a out fade concept up at the top. And Tommy Malott's going to get it out to his, I think that's tight end on the out concept. Maybe, might be Lanyata Alexander. Can't see the number right now. Number 8. Number 8. Not so sure who number 8 is right now. But get it out to number 8. And he catches it for a short gain, but not enough for the first down. Not enough for the first down. Here we go. 1st and 10 for New Mexico now. And the quarterback's going to pump it. He got the running back out of the backfield, making it an empty formation. That spreads Montana State's defense out. Kind of looks like he wanted to throw this short in right here. Looks like they're running a hitch and maybe a short in. And then the guy tries to separate. I think they end up getting a holding call here. Somebody's going to get a holding call. He's going to scramble, get really good yardage, but it's going to come back. Going to come back for holding. Here you go. 1st and 10 once again. I think they were offsetting penalties because I think there was holding by the defense as well. So 2 offsetting penalties. You saw a couple of those. Then you're going to get a pass interference down here by this cornerback down here. Holding at the top of the route. Kind of a little tug of the jersey. And they get him for the pass interference. That's a 15-yard penalty. They're going to move up to the 20-yard line. 1st and 10. Run play. Get a little counter right here. Little H guard counter right here. The guard and H-back pulling around. You can see the running back trying to be patient and wait for that H-back to get around there. He finally gets around there, but it's too late. They get tackled for a loss, actually. So, or I guess he got a yard. Where's the... Oh, I keep thinking this is the line of scrimmage. I'm dumb sometimes, guys. Please hang in there with me. They get a yard on this play, making it 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 right there. There we go. 2nd and 9. Pitch play. Montana State defensive back playing downhill. Sees it, triggers on it. See it, trigger. See it, trigger. Do not wait on it. He makes first contact, and then you got your linebacker getting in there as well, and another linebacker get in there. 2 linebackers getting in on the play. Really, really good job. All started by that nickel back right there. Firing in there. Disrupting things. 3rd and 7 coming up for New Mexico. Money down, 3rd down. Got to make a play. Somebody's got to make a play. Who is going to be the one to make the play? Getting set. 6 minutes to go in the first quarter. And looks like they're going to go deep. This was a really great play by number 15. Let me tell you right now. This catch by number 15. First off, really good release. Get inside now. Get inside now. Good swim move. Get that hand off you. Swim move, get inside. It looks like he was originally looking over his inside shoulder. Ball ends up on the outside, blind turn, and makes the catch. Tackled by Rylan Ort. But let's watch this play right here. Watch. This is a very hard catch to make, folks. He's looking over his inside shoulder. You know the ball is going to end up over there. So you have to turn. You lose the ball. There is a 2nd or 2 or 3 in there where you actually cannot see the ball. Very hard to do, very hard to adjust. He makes that adjustment, makes the catch. Really good ball by his quarterback as well. Really, really good play right there. This is a very impressive play. Big time play from New Mexico on 3rd down when they had to have it. Money down. Montana State had them on their heels, and New Mexico was able to keep the drive alive. Here you go. Play action, and nobody's there. Not so sure where he was trying to throw it to, or I don't know. Maybe he expected a different route to be on, but it wasn't on. It was not on. I mean, and like sometimes when I'm not so sure, was this a run? Maybe a RPO, and maybe they just weren't on the same page with what RPO was supposed to be, because as you can see, the offensive line is run blocking. He's not even running anything. He's blocking. So this definitely had to be an RPO, and they just weren't on the same page. Maybe he thought he was running a fade, because as soon as he breaks down, he's throwing it deep. Probably thought he was running a fade, trying to hit him on the back shoulder. Not so sure. Here we go. Got the option play to their quarterback, and linebackers coming downhill, making a play, making a big time play. Really, really good job right there. Really, really good job. McCade O'Reilly was all over the place during this game. Seems like he was all over the place. He had 10 total tackles, 5 solo tackles, 1.5 tackles for loss. This being one of those tackles for loss, I believe. Just coming downhill, playing downhill all the way. Great job. 3rd and 11 here for New Mexico. And he's going to airmail it. Not on the same page. In a stack formation down here. Really a 2x2 set because you got the tight end and a hip down here. But I'm going to try to run verts. Kind of 2 verts on a fade and a seam bender type play. And it's not there. Kind of almost seems like if he would have waited on the bender down here, he might have been able to hit him. I know that corner was probably trying to midpoint both of them, but did not hit the guy on the outside, and it's incomplete. Here you go, 1st and 10, 5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Really good blocks once again, running the ball, getting it to Ty McCullough this time, and it's a big time play. Big time play. Big time play. Where did they start at? 25. So getting about 20 yards on 1st down to start this drive. Once again, sticking to the run, which has been working for them every time they put the ball on the ground. And as you see right there, they get 20 yards on 1st down. Hitch up top to Mr. McCullough right after he got the handoff, and he's getting about 6 yards on 1st down once again. Really good play right there. Go. Quick screen to Mr. McCullough, and he's tackled after getting about 3. Really, really good job. They tried to, really good job by New Mexico coming downhill. You know, a lot of times I talk about this as well. Linemen are not great in space, and as you see right here, they're not able to get to the guys. They were a little late getting out there, but they were not able to get to the guys. Here we go, 2nd and 7. Handed it off to Mr. Scott Trey Humphrey, and one of the only tackles for loss you're going to see by him from this whole game. Tackle for loss, he's going to lose a yard right here on 2nd and 7. Making it the 3rd down, 3rd and 8 for Montana State. And just a dirt ball. Kind of seems like, I mean, I don't know. They're running a spot concept out of a tight set. Not even a bunch, but you got the arrow route down here by what looks to be a tight end. You got Dowler on the spot route, and then you got McCullough, or I think that's Lanyata, Alexander. You got Alexander on the corner route. Your basic spot concept, spot, horizontal stretch with the corner, and he's there. Tommy just, I don't know. Maybe his arm got hit again. Maybe he fell into Marcus Weir's arm or something, but he's unable to complete the pass right there, and they're going to go for it on 4th and 8. 4th and 8 right here, and it's going to be incomplete. I know their receiver, Dowler, fell up here at the top of the route, and that caused him not to be able to make a play on the ball. Very tough circumstance right there. Very tough circumstance. 4th and 8. So, so far in the game, we're almost through the first quarter, and I think Montana State has been moving the ball fine. When they stick to the run, I think they've been really good. They're getting like 15. They're averaging like, I would say at this point in the game, they were averaging like 8 to 9 yards a carry, minus that 1 tackle for loss they took right there. But like, they've only had really like 2 run plays that haven't really done much. Everything else on the ground has been getting chunk yardage. I think they should have stuck to the run. But, I'm not their coach, so it is what it is. You got double slants up here by New Mexico at the top, and trying to get a screen down here at the bottom. He decides to go at the top with the slant, kind of puts it in the dirt, but it's still completed. Here we go, 2nd and 6 for New Mexico. Run play to their guy, and he's getting good yardage. Once again, not great tackling right here. Montana State's defense was not doing the best job of getting guys on the ground right here. O'Reilly's got to make that, got to wrap up. That's an unfortunate play right there. He tries to lead with his shoulder. Go in and try to make a tackle. You fly around, you're there, make the tackle right here. We got to make this tackle right here too by number 0. Just some missed tackles right here. And, you know, I talk about it all the time. The difference between great defenses and average defenses is defenses that tackle on the first or second try. You know, this guy should have been tackled for maybe 4 yards, and it ends up being a carry for 10 to 15 yards because of lackluster tackling. 1st and 10 for New Mexico, 10-0 lead, a minute to go in the quarter, and you're going to hit what looks to be a spot route by your receiver. Another spot concept, no horizontal stretch, but still seems to be a spot concept with a corner route up here by your receiver. Get it to your spot concept receiver. He gets about 8 yards on 1st down. 2nd and 2, a minute to go in the 1st quarter still, and you're going to run it for the 1st down for about 4 yards. Really good job. 1st and 10. RPO, getting it to your receiver number 15. Really good play right there. Almost could have maybe had an interception by number 5 here if he would have reacted on it. I know he's trying to play the run, so he's got to keep his eyes on the run. That is why you run RPOs. This is the guy you're reading. Read it. If he doesn't react, we got the slant right behind him. Really good job. Good. That was a close play by number 0. That safety coming down to make that hit. I mean, he was right there. He's right there. So he's just trying to let y'all know that, hey, I'm coming. Be careful when you're coming around here. Please be careful when you're coming around here because I'm right here. Really good play by New Mexico, though, to get the 1st down. End of the 1st quarter, start of the 2nd quarter, 15 minutes to go. And here we go right here. Looks like they're running a spot concept to the tight end with an under coming underneath it from the outside receiver and a wheel route from the running back. He sees the tight end. Once again, see, it's all about the manipulation. You run that running back on the wheel route. That moves that linebacker out of the way. Tight end's coming right there in that window that linebacker just vacated. That is what you want. With the under route, O'Reilly has to respect the under route right here. That then opens up that window for this tight end, and he's got the easy completion right there. It's all about manipulating that defense. We are making you react to us. We run the wheel, we run the under, we're running a spot route to our tight end. Wheel, you go take the wheel. You have to respect the under, even though you see the spot route right there. You can't just leave him wide open because if you then hug up to that, we then have the under, and the under is going to get way more yards than the tight end. So give up the spot route to the tight end. He gets a 1st down. Really good job right there. Really good job right there. Really good play call right there. Handoff. Looks like they're trying to wham the tight end up in there. Looks like just basic inside zone play, and they're getting about 3 yards, 2 yards, 3 yards, I guess. 2nd and 7, here we go. Naked boot right here for you. I mean, I don't even know if you would call this a naked boot, but looks like they're trying to fake the reverse. I don't even know if this is designed to do this because it doesn't even look like but either way, I think their cornerback over here got kind of confused. So you bring the pre-snap motion from number 15. He's coming off on the fake handoff. And then you got the ghost flat underneath by your receiver. And then you got the tight end slipping behind everybody. One of these guys, either Ort or number 1, is supposed to get this. Neither of them gets it. Number 1 gets his eyes stuck in the backfield with what's going on back there. He doesn't keep enough depth. And in doing that, the tight end slips behind him for the touchdown. Tough play right there. Tough play. So it's a 17-0 ball game. Offensively, I don't think Montana State has played bad up to this point in the game. But they've had some mistakes. They had a fumble. They haven't capitalized on their 3rd downs. They've made some mistakes defensively. Haven't tackled great so far in this game. You just notice, you really get to break down and see why they were down. But look, like I keep mentioning, every drive that they start, you've seen them get a big chunk run play, and then they go away from it. They get a big chunk run play to start the drive, and then they went away from it. The 2nd quarter, like I mentioned, this is when they're not going to go away from it. And I think they really started to make a concerted effort that, hey, we have the best lineman in FCS football. Why don't we run behind him? I mean, you're going to see on the end zone view of this, Marcus Weir completely opens up this hole for Scott Trey Humphrey. Pause. But look at this. Marcus Weir, moving him. Thank you. Now, that's not to say that Sane and the tackle weren't doing work as well. I mean, look at what this right tackle was doing right here. Really, really good work right there. Just mashing this hole. I mean, what running back wouldn't want to run through this hole? And that is what I keep mentioning. Montana State is one of the best top 3, I'd say, running teams in the country. Every year, they average like 330 rushing yards a game. Like, it's ridiculous. Stick to what you do well. Stick to what you know. New Mexico has not been able to stop it consistently to this point in the game. So if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I say this all the time. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Look at your draft hopeful lineman guard right here, Marcus Weir. Moving this guy, your tackle and center, moving these guys, getting up to the second level, moving these guys. That hole is immaculate. Who would not want to run through that? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Here we go. 1st and 10, 13 minutes to go. Just past midfield, and you're going to give it to Scottre Humphrey. Once again, he's going to get about 5 to 6 yards on 1st down. Really, really good job. Really, really good job. But offensive line being very, very physical in there, getting up to that second level. 2nd and 5, here you go. And offensive line is once again moving people. And watch Marcus Weir get up to the second level, get on that linebacker, move him. You're going to see the end zone view of this one too, but look at this tackle. Look at your tackle here on the right. Opening up that hole, getting those hips around. This is huge. Dude, this is great work. This is a great hole for this running back to run into. They are just running simple inside zone. Linemen are getting up to the second level. Like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Do what you are good at, and they are damn good at running the football, and it shows. Watch this. Marcus Weir, help out. I'm just going to bump this end right here, help you seal up that block, Mr. Right Tackle, and I'm going to get up to that linebacker. Look at this right tackle get his hips around. Look at him swivel those hips around to give your running back a hole. Marcus Weir makes contact with that linebacker. Look at him move that guy out of the way, and it's easy work for Scottre Humphrey. I mean, this is what Montana State does the best, and you see they're like, what are we doing? What are we doing? We know who we are. Let's stick to our identity. And that is what's so great about having an identity, because when you get outside of yourself, when you get down in games like this, go to what you know works. Go to your bread and butter. Running the ball, playing downhill, running behind that physical offensive line. And that is what they did. Once again, looks like they're running that Y receiver, YH counter. And they're going to hand it off to Adam Jones, who's going to get really good yardage on 1st down. 6 to 7 yards on 1st down. Really good job. 2nd and 4 on 2nd down. 2nd and 4 on 2nd down. What am I talking about? 2nd and 4. 11 minutes to go in the 2nd quarter. Quick, looks like a quick hitch up at the top of your screen. And he is going to fight forward for a little more yardage, getting them, seems to be inside the 5-yard line. Really, really good fight right there by number 9. Here we go. Play action, and this is what the play action then can do. We've ran the ball so well this whole drive. Get them in a tight formation. Make them think that once again, we're going to run the ball. Make it look like that split zone with that tight end coming across, bam zone, whatever you want to call it, coming across on that bam. Nope, I'm going on a ghost flat, and we got the corner route up top. You got a deep over on the backside by, I think that's Mr. Alexander, and then you got your tight end on the front side running a corner route, and it looks like you're just running Ty McCullough on a hitch, on not a hitch, a spot. Just like, I think he's really meant to maybe get in the way of maybe this guy or anybody. He's just meant to get in the way. I don't think he's really your read, but if if everybody runs past him, you can hit it. You can turn back and hit him maybe, but you're really looking for the over. You're looking for the ghost flat. You're looking for the corner route. The corner route gets open. Tommy Malott puts it up. The ball was a little behind, I'm going to be honest, but his tight end made a really good play for the touchdown. Really, really good job. Stick to what you know, Montana State. You run the ball better than anybody else. Do that. You do that very well. Keep doing that very well. Run play for New Mexico. And then, you did get a really long drive right there. You're up in elevation. I think Coulter said the elevation here is like 5,600 feet, so even higher than Montana State. It's hot. Give your defense a break. You haven't been giving your defense much time to rest. Give them a break. Put a long drive together. Now they're flying around. They're flying around. Look at them reset that line of scrimmage, getting pushed into the backfield. Linemen can't get off, and, they're in the backfield. They're in the backfield, making a tackle for loss. Tackle for loss right there. 2nd and 12 coming up. They're going to hit a flat route to their running back. Looks like they're running a fade with a flat down here, keeping the tight end in protection. I don't really know what these routes are, but they're going to get about 5, maybe more like 6 to 7 yards On 2nd and 12 right there. 3rd and 6 coming up. Pre-snap motion from the running back. And once again, they're not on the same page. They're not on the same page. If you really watch this game, how this game kind of played out, this is really good coverage from this cornerback. Really good job right there. But if you really watch some of the intricacies within this game, like New Mexico State should never have been up what they were. Obviously, we know what the fumble happened, and there's going to be another fumble in the second half. But outside of those 2 fumbles, like New Mexico was not. I mean, they were making a lot of mistakes throughout the course of the game. And, they hit a big play here. They had a good break there. Like, the chips fell their way to be in the position that they were. But like a lot of people say, losing teams find a way to lose. Winning teams find a way to win. And you saw that play out in this game. 9 minutes to go in the quarter, second quarter, in the half. 1st and 10 for Montana State. And once again, they start to drive out with the run, and they get 8 yards on first down. 8 yards on first down. I mean, the proof is in the pudding. Stick to what you know. Stick to what you do best, and that is running downhill. Running downhill. Inside zone right here. Nothing crazy. The end right here, this linebacker right here is too late to get to this might be a DB actually, but he's too late to get there. You got to respect it. Tommy Mellott has been known to pull it. You have to respect it. Tommy Mellott hands it off on the inside zone, and Scott Humphreys running downhill. Easy. 2nd and 2. Once again, inside zone. And Scott Humphreys getting the first down. Really, really good job right there. Really, really good job. Great play. Here you go. 8.5 minutes to go. 1st and 10 for Montana State. And they're getting it out to Adam Jones on the arrow down at the bottom. Easy for about 4 yards right there. Nothing crazy. Good play. Here you go. Adam Jones going downhill once again. Inside zone. Nothing crazy. But, oh my goodness. Please watch this right here. Please watch this matchup from this tight end and this guy right here. This tight end and this tight. This is domination. This is what Montana State does. And this is why they don't need to do anything else. You don't have to put the ball in the air. People can't stop this. This is why people struggle playing against Montana State. Look at this DN get mauled. Put him in the dirt. That is what we call a pancake. Look at this. Maul him. Dominate him. Put him in the dirt. Thank you. Oh my goodness. Are you kidding me? My goodness, that's embarrassing. First down for Montana State, though. 1st and 10. Here you go. You're going to get a boot action. Naked boot getting it to Dowler in the flats, and he's going to get upfield for about 6 to 7 yards on first down. Really, really good job right there. Nothing crazy, but once again, when you run the ball so successfully, you get those guys playing downhill. Most likely I can't tell if this is a nickel or a backer, but most likely this nickel backer guy is supposed to be covering Dowler in the flats. He's not because of the run. Gets everybody playing downhill. That threat of the run, you've been getting a lot of good runs now. Everybody's threatened, and it's wide open in the flats. Really, really good job. Basic football. 2nd and 4 here. Quick screen to Ty McCullough, and he's getting upfield for about, say, 8 yards. Good 8 yards right there. Nothing crazy. Here you go. 1st and 10. Oh, and a drop by Alexander. Nothing crazy. Once again, just a curl route up top. Single curl route. No flat horizontal stretch or anything out there. Good break at the top. Kind of slipping out of his break a little bit. That might maybe what contributed to his hands not being ready for the catch. But we got to bring those in. Cannot have that right there. 1st and 10. 6 minutes to go in the quarter. 2nd and 10. Handing off to Scott Humphrey. And he's playing behind his pads, playing behind his offensive line on what seems to be an inside zone once again. And it's a really good run play. Got your tackle getting up to that second level on that backer. Got your tight end handling that end right there. This is just great. Handle that end. Tackle, get up to that second level. Move him out the way. And you got your running back on a safety. That's what you like. That's what you want. Those are the numbers you want. And getting 7 yards on a run is amazing. 3rd and 3. Tommy Mellott's going to pull it and scramble and get the first down. Now look, like What have I been saying this whole game? We've went like he ran once or twice, I think, in the first quarter, and this is the second quarter. I don't think he's ran it the whole second quarter. This is his first run in the second quarter. If you watch Montana State last year, Tommy Mellott, that's not how it looked. Tommy Mellott was getting a ton of carries. Like I mentioned, people don't want to see Tommy Mellott running the ball as much as he did anymore. People want Tommy Mellott to last through the whole game, and I think they understand that. Tommy Mellott is one of your best players on your team. The best player on the team, one of the most important, if not the most important player on the Montana State team is Tommy Mellott. You need to keep him upright. Let's try not to run him. Obviously, we're talking about this because he did run it, but he pulled it. Obviously, this is a great pull. Scott Trey Humphrey would have gotten nothing if he would have handed off to him. He pulls it, makes a guy miss, and gets the first down with much more. He's very good at tiptoeing the sidelines. That'll come up a little later. I think it might actually come up this drive, but really, really good play right there. Really, really good play right there by Tommy Mellott. 1st and 10, 4 minutes to go. Play action. Oh, no. It'll come up later because right now you got Ty McCullough on the over. So they're going to run a crossing concept right here. The defensive backs are going to get hung up. Corner does not cover it, does not carry it. He expects the safety to carry it. Obviously, you got this over coming over here. So they must have been in a zone because I think the corner was trying to pass it off and take this over out. You'll see it. They do a different view. But Ty McCullough gets wide open in the end zone for the touchdown. Wide open. So watch it right here. I think he wanted the corner. I think he wanted to pass. Oh, yeah. So the safety wanted to pass it off. But who is he passing it off to? Who is he passing it off to? There's nobody. Should have been communicated. And even if he was trying to cover this, like, Alexander's still kind of open right here too. If you get the right ball on it, Alexander is also open. So I don't know why he was pivoting like this. Obviously, maybe the corners got him all the way because the other corner carried it all the way across the field. So, maybe it's yours to take. Maybe that's not the safety's responsibility. Maybe the safety's got one high responsibility, because this guy's running with the motion, but he doesn't even, so you got this guy's getting the motion back here, but somebody's got to get Mr. McCullough. Somebody's got to get him. Nobody gets him. It's a wide open touchdown. 17-14 game for Montana State. And just like that, it's a 3-point game after being down 17 early in the first quarter. Really good job for Montana State to claw their way back into the game close to halftime and to get something going. But you need to put some stops together. And right here, they had been putting some stops together. And, now New Mexico is going to put a drive together. Run inside for New Mexico, inserting that tight end or H-back up in there for a block. And they're going to get a first down on 2nd and 7. 4 minutes to go. They're not in any rush. They got time. Here you go. Hitch route to your receiver down here. Hitch route to number 12. And he's got a good yardage on first down. Now you got a 1st and 10.
Join Town Pump's Pump It Up Rewards Plus program and never pay full price for fuel again.
Save 5 cents on every gallon every day at any Town Pump across Montana.
Plus, earn and redeem points on your favorite in-store items to get free stuff with our clubs.
Stop in and pick up a rewards card. Download the Pump It Up Rewards Plus app today.
Or visit townpump.com/rewards to register and start saving.
Right down the road. Pump it up. Oh, yeah.
Play action, slant route to your receiver, number 15. He's getting really good yardage for the first down. Nothing crazy right here, just 3-by-1. Once again, fib into the boundary, formation into the boundary, fib, tight end, receiver, running back. So you got technically like a 4-by-1 set. So you got a lot of bodies over here, a lot of space over here for this throw. Obviously, it's a RPO because everybody's blocking downfield except for this guy. And he's got the option to get the ball, which he does on the slant. Really, really good job right there. Not bad. 2.5 minutes to go. Quick screen. And it's not going to amount to much. Gets about a yard or two on first down. But he does get out of bounds. But I don't even know if the clock doesn't stop unless it's under 2 minutes. But you're going to get the little spot route right here. So once again, running that same concept they ran earlier, the wheel route. Got to respect it. Got to widen with it. The under. Linebackers got to respect it. And the spot route. Easy. That's easy. And he's going to fall forward for a first down yardage. This is a Simple concept to read. Very simple concept to read. If you got the spot route, you're throwing it now. There's too much space in here. You're trying to vacate space. Uwe Lekepa gets pushed out by the wheel. You got O'Reilly honoring the under and hit the tight end right there. Easy. 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 Here you go. Gonna get in this tight formation. We'll call it 13 personnel. We'll call it 13 personnel. It might actually be like 22 personnel, but you got one receiver on the field. One receiver on the field, handing off to your running back, and they're getting downhill, man. Getting downhill. Now watch it. Watch it. It's funny how they ran this 2 plays in a row. I mean, you show them one thing, everybody's blocking down, get downhill. They get about 7 yards on first down, 6 yards. They gave him 6 yards on first down. Now you got a second down. Looks like the same play, but where's the ball? Find the ball. Find the ball. It's in his stomach. And he's running for an easy touchdown. I mean, this is great. This is great coaching. This is great play calling by the offensive coordinator. Show him, and that was the first time they had ran that formation all game. Show him one thing, then you can get the easy quarterback fake for the touchdown. I mean, and plus you got all these bodies inside trying to stop the run. 4 down. You know, you got your safety playing in the box. Your corners up here. You got 3 backers inside the box, like 1 cornerback. Everybody's got their eyes right here. Nobody is out here. And you see what it turned out. And then even before the snap, that other safety came down to the box. Your corner is the only one up here. He's the one who has to see it, and he does not. And it's an easy touchdown. Easy touchdown. Great play call right there. I really like that. So 24-14 ball game. A minute and a half to go for Montana State. They seem like they had clawed their way back. Now it looks, it's obviously it's only a 10-point game. You got a ton of football game left, but it would have been great to get a stop right there. They were unsuccessful in getting a stop. So what are they going to do? Got to start driving again. 24-14. Here you go. Quick spot. Well, first off, they ran the quick out route. Once again, tight turn out by the tight end or inside receiver. Tight turn by the tight end. I think that's a tight end. He looks like a big boy. Either way, quick out by Alexander. He's going to get about 5. 2nd and 5 coming up. Spot route to your tight end. Definitely a tight end. He's getting your first down. Gain about 6 yards. 1st and 10. A minute to go. And Tommy Millott's going to get hit in the backfield. Make a guy miss. Make a couple more guys miss. But it's going to end up being a sack. Once again, they got him with the blitz. Not even the blitz. Actually. Just center gets ran over right here. Not a great pass set right here by this center. He kind of gets mauled right there. Kind of gets bullied right there. Got to do better right there to protect your quarterback. The pocket was honestly collapsing on him from all sides. Your tackle's getting beat right there. Your left tackle's getting beat right there. Your center's getting beat right there. Mr. Weir looks a little confused right here. And then Tommy's going to try to get out. And just too many bodies right there. Sack on the play. 2nd and 12. A minute to go in the second quarter. Pocket collapsing on him once again. Running a lot of guys downfield. And Tommy's not going to be able to see anybody. He's going to get about 3 yards and make it a 3rd and 9. 3rd and 9. A minute to go in the second quarter. Hand it off to Adam Jones. Let's keep it simple. And he's not going to get much of anything. Not much of anything. So here you go. New Mexico's going to run the ball. And they're not going to get anything. So now we got the second half. 10-point game. Second half for Montana State. They start out with the ball. You would love to get points right here. It's been a choppy game for you guys. The run game has been what's working for you guys, which is what everybody in the country knows you do best. Run the ball. Hand it off to Scott Ray Humphrey to start the half. And he's actually going to fumble the ball away, but he gets it back. I didn't put the replay on here, but the ball squirted out right as he got hit right there. He got hit, kind of glitchy, but the ball squirted out, and he was able to, nobody really saw it. New Mexico didn't really even see it until he was able to get back on top of it. So 2nd and 8, 14 minutes to go in the quarter. Play action, and I think we got an illegal formation. It must have been a false start or an illegal formation. Let's try to see if we can see where the false start was at. I don't know. Oh, they might have got your tight end over here. I don't know. Somebody jumped. 2nd and 13. 14 minutes to go in the third quarter. Handing it off to Scottre Humphrey, and man, he's just not able to get there. Inside zone, split zone. Oh my gosh, this tight end wants blood out here, man. And every time it's on this end, number 17, he had a long day against number 87. Oh my gosh, like, even though this run didn't really amount to much, this is, I mean, how can you just let somebody push you around like that? I will say, that is one thing I did notice. Usually, the biggest difference between FBS and FCS opponents is the front seven, the offensive line and defensive line. When I looked at this Montana State, New Mexico game, there was no difference in the size of players. They looked the same. Montana State and New Mexico looked exactly the same size-wise. Linebackers, look at these guys. Those look like FCS players, FCS size players. This D-line does not look too much bigger than a lot of the defensive lines you see at the FCS level. That is one of the biggest indicators you see from FCS to FBS football is the front sevens. And against New Mexico for Montana State, I did not see that. I did not see that. Please let me know. But, I mean, this is just an example of that. Why are you getting slung around by a tight end? I mean, you're a defensive end. You're trying to contain the edge, and you're letting this tight end just throw you around. This is the second time he has made you look like that, and it's embarrassing, quite frankly. It's very embarrassing. Not much from the run game for Scottre Humphrey, but my goodness, my boy. Like, we got to do something, my dog. We have to. Pre-snap motion, bubble, screen, orbit motion from Adam Jones, and looks like you're trying to get something, and oh my gosh. No, Tommy, no. Cannot have it. Got the under. Looks like they're trying to run some type of OTB route with the box route coming in underneath here, or maybe a hitch. Probably a box, and he sees this guy widening out, so he's trying to get inside of there. But, you know, the pocket's kind of collapsing on him pretty fast. And Tommy Malotte's going to get his arm hit, and that was a fumble. They ended up reviewing it, but it's a fumble. The rest didn't blow the whistle as they do now. I love that they do that. Let it play out. The review will correct it. The review did correct it. It was a fumble, and now you got a 17-point ball game once again. After Montana State had fought back to make it up to a 3-point, it got down as low as 3 points, but now you're 2 minutes into the third quarter, and it's back to a 17-point ball game. It was a 10-point ball game, so it's really only a score that they got up by, but I mean, it just hurts to see. It just hurts to see. It truly hurts to see. So you're going to get the outside handoff here, and Scottre Humphrey once again getting 6 to 7 yards on first down. 6 yards on first down, handed off to Adam Jones. He's getting good yardage on second down. Looks like he's getting about 6 to 7 yards on second down. Once again, what do they do best? Downhill, play downhill, inside zone, hand it off. Look at all this movement up front. Look at all this movement. Now, granted, this linebacker did not read the hole great. He's outside, now he's boxed out. Now you're boxed out. You're never going to get there. And obviously, you got Cole Sain's in there, not really blocking anybody, but you got Marcus Weir getting in there, getting that linebacker, moving him. Really, really good job right there. Gosh, Marcus Weir is so good. Here we go. Another run play to Adam Jones. 10 yards on first down. Easy. 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 Number 87. Oh my gosh. 87 had a game, folks. This man was out for blood. Watch number 87 right here. Watch number 87 right here. Please watch him. Please watch him. Hello. You're not going anywhere. You're not going anywhere. Where are you going? Get down. Man. 87. Boy. If they have like a best blocker award, pancake award, obviously Marcus Weir had a really good game. I would love to know what his PFF grade came out to be. But number 87 is he gets my vote. This dude has been mauling this whole game. Mauling. Absolutely mauling this whole game. Now, Mike Baby could call that a hold. He kind of did, hip toss him a little bit, but he's playing with the physicality and aggressiveness. He's bringing that energy. That stuff permeates throughout the team. That stuff is contagious. Just like Jarvis Landry said in the Browns when they were on Hard Knocks. That stuff is contagious. Now, obviously, he was using it in a different way, but physicality, aggressiveness, energy, it's contagious. It permeates throughout the team, and everybody feeds off of that. Everybody feeds off of that. Now, I don't know why Tommy didn't like anything right here to start the ball, to start the play. I think Dowler could have got it. Maybe he's too short. He can't really see these guys over his offensive line, but he's going to just airmail it towards Alexander over here on the right side. Here we go. 3rd and 6. Getting it off to Ty McCullough on the hitch route up top. Looks like they're running a hitch and a slot fade by Dowler here. Dowler doesn't really get open right here. Good coverage from that slot corner. Here you go, though. Really good move from Ty McCullough, and he's getting really good yardage there on 3rd and 6. There you go. Money down. Got to have it. Money down. Need it. Thank you. Great play right there. 1st and 10. 9 minutes to go in the quarter. Tommy's going to pull it and get it off to his tight end, who probably assumed Tommy was going to run it. He pulls it. You see him? Put him in a bind. This is what they did last year. Get him on that flat route. I decide to pull it because the end covers the running back. So that's a good pull right there. Now it's me and you. I can run it. I can throw it. I look like I'm about to run it. And you're in limbo. You're in limbo. Make a decision. Make a decision. And I get it out to the tight end. Unfortunately, the tight end, I don't know. I don't know what he was. I don't know. He just didn't catch it. 2nd and 10 though. 2nd and 10. Here we go. Hand it off to Adam Jones. Getting downhill. 4 yards on 1st down. 4 yards on 1st down. Really good job. Really, really good job. 3rd and 5. Was that 1st down? No, 2nd down. 4 yards on 2nd down. My fault. 4 yards on 2nd down. 3rd and 5. Here we go. 9 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. And you're hitting the hitch up top, but he caught it behind the 1st down yardage line. So, honestly, it's like a widened hitch. Honestly, like a widened fallout route almost, with a corner route and maybe a flood route right here, like a deep out by Dowler. Either way, they get it to McCullough, but he's a little short of the 1st down. 4th and 1 coming up from Montana State, and they are not gonna get it. Now, this is one of the plays where Montana State did. This is one of the plays where New Mexico did stand up against the run for Montana State. Tight end is getting pushed around. This is not number 87 right here. 87's on the outside, not blocking anybody. I can't see the number right here. I think that says number 88, but he's getting pushed back 100%. Number 8 gets in there. I think number 8 is a linebacker. We're going to give number 8 a linebacker. He gets in there, holds Scott Ray Humphrey back as the cavalry gets there. Seems like he got it initially, but they looked at the spots. They brought the chains out, and it was unsuccessful. 4th and 1 try. So they're 0 for 2 on 4th down so far. That's okay. 14-31 ball game. That's a tough stop right there. That is a tough stop right there. You would have loved to get something right there. I mean, even 3 right there makes this a different ball game. They get nothing. They get absolutely nothing. Here you go. 1st and 10, 8 minutes to go in the quarter. And you're going to run it to your quarterback, Dampier. I don't know how to pronounce his last name, but he's getting really good yardage on 1st down for 12 yards. Here you go. Bubble route to your receiver. Ball hung up in the air a little bit. Decent block, but guys are playing downhill. O'Reilly, of course, is in there on the tackle, and it's a gain of 4 yards for New Mexico. Handing it off. Looks like an inside zone. Not even inside zone. Looks like you're pulling that guard around. Little gap scheme going on. Kicking that guy out. Honestly, a really good picture right here. And they're getting really good yardage on this run right here. This is obviously a really good run. Really good look right here. Guard blocking down. Tight end blocking down. Tackle getting up to O'Reilly. Sealing off O'Reilly. This is really good. This is a great picture. This is a great picture right here. And your running back's getting upfield. That is beautiful. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. On 2nd and 6. 6 minutes to go in the quarter. 1st and 10. And they're getting 5 yards on 1st down. So, Montana State was doing good there in that 2nd quarter. I feel like that whole 2nd quarter, Montana State was good. This 3rd quarter has not started off great. They were moving the ball just then, went for it on 4th down, drive stalled out. They turned over the ball, and now New Mexico is moving the ball. 2nd and 6, but Montana State is going to stand up. Stand up right here. 2nd and 6. It's got to be somebody. It's got to be somebody. Linebacker coming downhill, making the play. If you got to get on a knee, I don't care. Make the play. You are not going one step further. I'm sorry, sir. I lift just like you do. Thank you. Really good play right there. Montana State bringing the blitz here on 3rd and 6. And even though they are able to complete the pass on the under, once again, they're trying to run that concept. under with the spot to the tight end. He hits the under this time. The blitz came in. You got to find your hot. He did. I guess that under was his hot. He got it off to his hot, but somebody's waiting there right there for him. Who is that? Number 5? No, that's Ort. Or is that Ort? I think that was Ort. Yeah. Ort's right there. Ort's right there waiting on him. They go for the field goal, the 35-yard field goal attempt on 4th and 4. This should have been a chip shot. Now, we've lamented the fact that Montana State had a really good second quarter. New Mexico has had I think they've had some good breaks. I don't think New Mexico has necessarily been outplaying Montana State right here. I think Montana State has been their biggest enemy so far in this game, and the tables are going to kind of start to turn in Montana State's favor starting here. This is crazy to mention. Well, first off, laces weren't turned. That is problem number 1. You see those laces, unless he turned them away from the laces. I don't know. Either way, you got to hit this kick. Montana State is someone that dealt with this all last year. They dealt with missed kicks all last year. They dealt with kicking struggles all last year. Somebody from Montana State side was in the fans saying, thank you. It's finally not us. Thank you. Either way, missed field goal for New Mexico. That's going to be the first crack in their armor of this lead that they had, this 17-point lead that they had that is going to slowly but surely dwindle away. Adam Jones downhill, inside zone. Oh my goodness. Watch Mr. Oh my goodness. This is Marcus Weir, aka the best offensive lineman in the country. Watch him. Hello. Bury him. I mean, sometimes when you just watch the game back and watch this offensive line work, it's beautiful. They maul people, and it's crazy. This is ridiculous. In the dirt. Thank you. In the dirt. Excuse me. Gosh, please tell me that's not number 17 again. I don't think it is. But gosh, these guys are getting put in the dirt. Pancake after pancake. Embarrassing. Here we go. 2nd and 3 to Montana State. Tommy Malotte's going to hand it off. Adam Jones. Ooh, big. Gosh, safety coming downhill. Big time hit. Still got a gain of maybe a yard or 2 on 2nd and 3. Now you got a first down. Adam Jones playing downhill. Inside zone once again. Inside zone. Oh, not even inside zone. A little gap scheme coming around here. Got that guard pulling around, getting in there. And he stumbles and hits nobody. Unfortunate right there. Gain of 2 right there. Here you go. Handing it off to Ty McCullough on the sweep, on the jet sweep. And he's getting decent yardage. Looks like 6 to 7 yards right there. 3rd and 2 coming up. You get Scott Trey Humphrey once again playing downhill. Getting about 6 yards on first down. Or 3rd down on 3rd and 2. Really good job. Once again, though, trusting what they've been doing well all day. 3rd and 2. Don't try to get cute. 3rd and 2. Just do what we've done. Oh, man. This, if I've ever seen one, this is a missed holding call. Please watch the left tackle for Montana State right here. I'm trying to be as objective as I can here, folks. I've been lamenting this offensive line all game. They got away with one right here. This is a hold. This is a blatant hold. Goodness, 73. My goodness. I mean, it's that trench work. They're not always going to see it. And what is Marcus Weir put somebody in the dirt? No, he just fell. Unfortunate right there. But that's a hold, man. That's a hold. Cannot miss that. On 3rd down, you cannot miss that. That's tough. That's tough for New Mexico. Here you go. 1st and 10. 1 minute to go. Adam Jones getting the handoff. It's so crazy that Adam Jones had a 93-yard run, and that pushed him up to like 140, 50, and I think he had maybe another run. But he had 167 rushing yards, and throughout this game, I don't feel like he's had a ton of rushing yards. So I didn't feel like 93 rushing yards would push him to 167. But that's what almost an 100-yard rush. I mean, when you're steady getting 7-8 rushing yards every time you touch the ball, and then you bust out for 93 yards, that's what it looks like. Let's watch the offensive line play. Inside zone. Marcus Weir turning this defensive lineman. Please watch. Turning him. Watch him turn him. Excuse me. You go where I tell you to go. If I tell you to turn, you turn. Okay? Thank you. Adam Jones making a guy miss, making that safety miss. Came down too hard. And good job. Good job. Gain of like 8 yards on first down. Really, really good job. 20 seconds to go in the third quarter. Play action for Montana State. And they're getting it to their tight end. So they're in a 12 personnel hit formation over here. I don't know what this stutter was about, but it looks like he's trying to feed that safety, getting inside on the seam, and really good ball from Tommy Mellott. These are some of the best. Tommy Mellott throws across the middle better than any quarterbacks in the Big Sky Conference. He's really good at throwing across the middle, especially when he's able to set his feet and get the ball out right there on the money. Great job from Tommy Mellott. Really good pass, very timely pass. I don't think the play. I mean, they are playing downhill. But I think they were bringing a blitz. Looks like they're bringing a blitz, and it's picked up by the offensive line of Montana State, and they get the ball out. Really good job. Really good catch from the tight end. Start of the fourth quarter, 17-point lead for New Mexico State, and Montana State is driving. They're in red zone territory. They need to finish off this drive with points, preferably 7 points, but they need points nonetheless. Scottre Humphrey running inside zone once again, and Scottre Humphrey's getting 5 yards. 2nd and 5. Looks like receiver H counter. Look at these guys blocking down. Receiver H counter. Scottre Humphrey's getting the ball. He tried to come back here, but the end was able to beat this H back right here. I don't know if the H was supposed to get this end. Maybe that was a read for Tommy Mellott. Maybe that's the read. Either way, he gets there. Tommy Mellott probably, I don't even know if he has the option to pull it, but they kind of had him. Good numbers right there on 2nd and 5, and they're going to maybe get a yard. They didn't get anything. 3rd and 5, 13 and a half minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Bad snap, and this is the one I was talking about earlier. I think this was supposed to go to Adam Jones. It's a bad snap. Adam Jones kind of ends up being the lead blocker. He gets one body, and Tommy Mellott, like I said, that tiptoeing along the sidelines was going to come back, and it did. Tiptoes along the sidelines and gets in the end zone. Really great job. Really great job, man. Really great job. 21-31 ball game, 13 and a half minutes to go in the fourth quarter. 1st and 10 for New Mexico. New Mexico, you need to make something shake. New Mexico has not scored under their own power since the second quarter. Maybe the end of the second quarter, I think they scored on their own. That was the last points they put up, and before then, I guess they only scored the first touchdown and that touchdown. So either way, New Mexico has not been doing great though. They have not been able to move the ball during this second half. Second quarter was the last time they put up points of their own. It's really been from Montana State's standpoint that they've been able to put up points. New Mexico is going to bring out this very tight formation a lot throughout this second half. You can tell they're really trying to chew the clock, really trying to keep the ball on the ground, really trying to chew clock, really trying to control the ball game late in the game. And they pick up the 2nd and 2 right there. Jet sweep right there. Got blockers out in front. Got your receivers blocking. Really good play from number 5. Really, really good play from number 5. Shoot the gap. Make the tackle. Take his legs out. Really, really good play. Really good play right there. 2nd and 9. Play action. Trying to take a deep shot. And pass interference. Unfortunate. I think both times. I think New Mexico took like 3 deep shots so far in this game that we've seen. 2 have been pass interference and 1 has been completed. That's troubling for Montana State. Obviously, they ended up winning this game, but if you're looking at things to improve on, you got to cut down the pass interference penalties, and you got to, that was just a really good adjustment on that one against Ryland Orp, but 2 pass interference plays on deep shots, cannot have it. Anyway, they're in that tight position, tight formation again, handing it off, and he's getting about 4 yards on first down, 3 yards, I guess. 2nd and 7. He gets another 2 yards, maybe 3 before he gets brought down. And now it brings up a 3rd and 5. Tight formation. Look at Montana State. They've got somebody on the outside now. You're not going to fake us out. We're playing on the outside, but either way, they pitch it to the outside this time. And making a play. Guys making a play. Uwe Lekepa makes the play right there. I can't see him pre-snap. I think he might be right here. He's going to come down, and make the play. Really good job from Oyela Kepa. Right there. Great play. Rylan Ort in there, as he does always as well. But guys playing downhill, guys playing physical, guys wanting it. And once again, I know there was a Montana State either in the fans or at home watching this and being like, thank God it wasn't us this time. Missed field goal number 2, second drive in a row from a missed field goal from New Mexico. Like Sean Rainey said, bad teams, losing teams find ways to lose games, and that is exactly what New Mexico did. They found a way to lose this game, unfortunately for them. Handoff on 2nd and 2 to Adam Jones, getting downhill. Here you go. Tommy Malotz gonna try to, I don't even know if this was a design draw. I think this was a draw play. It looks like a draw play. Either it's a draw or he's looking, I think he was honestly looking for the bubble, and I think he saw, I don't think he liked it. I don't know why he didn't like it, because it honestly seems like they've got decent numbers. Either it was a design bubble out, and then maybe it's a draw, but it looks weird. It looks weird. It kind of looks like he's setting up for a draw the way he does this and then gets that, like, I don't know. But he hesitated. He still gets downhill for good yardage. But once again, I will point out, Tommy Malott has not been running the ball a ton this game, which is something Montana State fans have been talking about all offseason. They're going to try to run it on 2nd and 6 to Scottre Humphrey. Not great push-up, or they're getting decent push-up front, but they got numbers. New Mexico had numbers, and they only get a yard right there. Only a yard. Here you go, 3rd and 4, hand it off to Adam Jones, and they're going to be unsuccessful. Really tough break right there. 7 minutes to go in the game. New Mexico has a 10-point lead. Not great for Montana State. They're going for it on 4th and 3. They're 0 for 2 so far on 4th down, and they're going to be 0 for 3 on 4th down during this game. Tough play. 0 coverage. Now, this was one. I mentioned it early on in the game. This is one. Now, they don't have a hot, which, you know, if anything was the hot, Dowler was the hot, but those guys got there before. But this is 0 coverage. You're in empty formation. There's no high safety. Man coverage, man coverage, man coverage, man coverage, man coverage. It'd be great. This guy's going to end up blitzing. And this is a sign. Why are these two guys standing over the top of each other? That should be screaming to everybody on the field. Hey, as Dowler looking at this, you should see that guy in front of you and see the guy standing directly behind him and say, hey, something's not right here. Either way, clear 0 coverage, no high safety. You gotta have a hot. You gotta have an out. You need an out. He's gonna blitz. He's gonna blitz on the other side. You need somebody now. You need a quick slant. You need a quick bang. You need a quick something. You need something quick to get the ball out of your hands, because you have 6 guys rushing. No, you might even have 7 guys rushing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, you have 6 guys rushing. You have 5 guys covering. You have 5 blockers. You don't have enough to protect yourself. You don't even, 2 guys get free. You technically should only have 1 guy free. Either way, the point is here that you are hot. You are hot. You have to get the ball out now. He does not get the ball out now, and unfortunately, it's incomplete. Thank God it wasn't another fumble, but it was incomplete, and they were not able to get, they were 0 for 3 on 4th down. 0 for 3 on 4th down. I do appreciate them going for it on 4th down, especially they're on their own side of the field right now. This was a risky play, and this could have came to bite them badly. But, you got to trust your defense. You got to trust your offensive coordinator. You got to trust your guys. Trust your defensive coordinator. Trust your guys that you put on the field. Trust the guys that you put on the field to do this job. And defense, got to stand up. Not a great start. They're giving up 5 yards, or that was 2nd down. Giving up 6 yards on 2nd and 11. 3rd and 5 coming up. And man, New Mexico cannot get out of their own way. New Mexico cannot get out of their own way. You get them in a third, you get in the 3rd and 5. You win on the route. Quick, looks like a fallout route. Looks like we used to call this like a nasty run to like 10 yards and, fall out. We used to call it like a nasty, not in college, honestly, in high school. This is kind of what our nasties looked like. But we had stop fallouts like this at around 10 yards in college as well. Either way, he gets open. He wins. You have to make this play. 15, you have to make this play. That's you, brother. That's you, brother. What are we doing? What are we doing? Tough break right there for 15. New Mexico did everything they possibly could to lose this game. If you hit those 2 field goals, I don't think Montana State has a chance to win the game if you hit those 2 field goals. Maybe even if you hit 1, the complexion of this game is different. But you hit neither of them. You get in a 3rd and 5, you drop it, and now we're in the position we're in. First play, you're going to run that, what seems to be like a counter. Like they're countering it for the quarterback. You're reading one of these guys. He pulls it. He gets out here. I think they end up calling something because I think this play is going to come back. They call it horse collar, but I think they called a hold on the inside of here as well. So they offset. Let's just run first down over again. And potentially the play of the game, man. The play of the game. They ran the same play back. Mind you, they ran the same exact play back. Dowler, tight end, counter read. We'll call it a counter read. Dowler, tight end, counter read. They hand it off to Adam Jones. Nobody's on the backside. Guys are not eye disciplined back down here. You got the crack from your receiver, really good from McCullough to go get that tight end. Leave the cornerback. The cornerback's out of position. Not eye disciplined. I don't know what he's watching. But Adam Jones is running past you, and Adam Jones is running to the end zone. All the way to the end zone. Big time play. Right when you needed it. I mean, if there was any time for somebody to do something like this, we need it right now, Adam. We need it. Hand off to Adam Jones. Once again, really good blocks from this offensive line. Look at Cole Sane. Look at the guard. Look at the tackle, moving them. Look at Marcus Weir getting up to that second level. Good hands. I mean, this is beautiful. Maybe if one block we could call out was the right tackle, maybe even a hold. Might even be a missed hold call. But they didn't call it. Adam Jones is out the gate, and he went and scored a touchdown, making it a 28-31 ball game. Montana State only needs 3 to tie the game. First off, they need to stop, though. Not a good start right here for Montana State defensively. 15 is going to redeem himself from that last drop and get the catch on, that's not even 15, that's 18. Going to get the catch on, I think this was a first down. Can't see the down and distance here at the bottom, but I think it was a first down. It is a first down. Getting about 6 or 7 on first down. Here you go, 2nd and 4, and they're going to get the first down. They're trying to run the clock out. There's about 4 minutes to go. At this point, it's probably under 4 minutes to go in the game, and they're going to try to run the clock out. Once again, who's there? O'Reilly, flying around, making plays. Obviously, it's for the first down, but it could have been a bigger play. O'Reilly's hustling around. I'd love to see it. 1st and 10, 3 minutes to go in the fourth quarter, and you got your corner down here coming off the edge, making the play. Really good play right there, and Brody Grebe right there to assist on the TFL. Really good job right there from Montana State. Got to stand up. 2nd and 10. You got to stand up. Tackle for about maybe 5 yards by Montana State. Maybe 5 yards. Can't see the down and distance here, but I think it's a 3rd and 6. Looks to be a 3rd and 6. And what's going on? Brother, this is 4 drives in a row. Missed field goal, drop 3rd down catch. Once again, 3rd and 6, drop 3rd down catch. I will once again reference what Sean Rainey said. Losing teams will find a way to lose games. What is this? I'm not going to say that pass was like, it hit you in the chest, brother. I'm not even going to make any excuses. In game on the line, 3-point lead. This first down might but all put the game out of reach for Montana State. They've got 1 timeout left. You guys have got to brother. That hurts. You have to make this play. No shit, Sammy. Let me just stop. Either way, 2 minutes to go. Tommy Malotte's got the ball back from Montana State. They're on their own 10-yard line. You got to drive 89 yards to win the game or tie it. What are you going to do? Started off, quick out to Alexander out there for 5, stopping the clock. 1:55 to go. Another quick out, but you got the tight turn by the tight end right here. He ends up turning inside. I think it's the same concept. We had tight ends used to do this as well with the Stars. I don't know if they did it in college, but really good move right there. Make a guy miss, get upfield. Clock stops for first downs. But getting really good yardage right there. Getting about 15 yards on the quick hitch, quick spot route, whatever you want to call it, to the tight end. 3-by-1 set. Adam Jones getting out. You're running the curl. Man, it could have all ended right here. It almost all ended right here. It gets tipped. Watch number 7. Number 7 is going to tip the ball. And, that is a quarterback's worst nightmare. Quarterback and receiver's worst nightmare. The ball just floating in the air for anybody to grab it for, it feels like forever. I know on the field, this ball probably felt like it was in the air forever. Either way, it hits the ground. Minute 33 to go. First, probably 2nd and 10 right now. 2nd and 10, yeah, you can see right here. 2nd and 10. And, miscommunication. I think they were expecting him to run a hitch because earlier they ran this. McCullough ran a hitch and Dowler ran the slot fade. And this time he looks like he's running a slant. I think McCullough missed the call right here, man. Got to call it how it is. Got to call a spade a spade. He missed the call right here. He thought slant or box route, in route, and it was a hitch. And they're not on the same page right there. Here we go. 3rd and 10. Gotta have it. 3rd and 10 right here. Once again, though, I'll mention McCullough's going to mess up right here, but please keep paying attention because he's going to make potentially one of the biggest plays of the game. Outside of the Adam Jones run, he's going to make a really big play. Either way, minute and a half to go. 3rd and 10. Money down. We need it. We need it, Tommy. We need it, Tommy. And who gets open? Alexander gets open. He gets open. And they're gonna call a holding right here from this defensive back. Obviously, they're gonna decline that, but this is a hold. This is a hold, brother. This is a hold. You gotta get out of my way. Either way, though, I don't know what they're doing up here, but they get hung up right here. That's supposed to be that corner. He's obviously, I think, supposed to be the one on that. I can't 100% see the coverage on the back end back here. Looks like a cover 3 to me. Honestly, kind of looks like a man coverage to me, but we'll call it cover 3. I don't know. I kind of want to call it man. Looks like a man coverage to me. And then, like, I don't know. He's a robber. We'll call it cover 1 robber. Cover 1 robber. This safety isn't a robber up here. Yeah. Okay. We'll call this a robber. He's a robber. You got your 1 high safety right here. Man. He gets hung up. It's him. They switch release kind of. So they might have got confused, but they're both covering the same guy. They both end up covering the same guy. And it's a big play to Alexander. Big time play to Alexander. That's definitely what happened. So I think he thought they were going to pass it off. They didn't pass it off. They both end up covering the same guy, which ends up being Adam Jones. And Alexander was over the top, wide open on the corner route. They called a hold. They declined it. Obviously, they're going to decline it. And he's down right outside the 30-yard line. Close to field goal range. 1st and 10. Minute 20 to go in the game. Quick out to Alexander for 5 yards. Right on that field goal line. Really good job. Minute 16 to go. 2nd and 5. Minute 16 to go. 2nd and 5. Tommy Mellott scrambling around. He's going to find Alexander for the first down. Big time play. I mean, there are some big time plays here. Alexander, please watch Alexander here. Dude. Losing teams find a way to lose, but winning teams definitely find a way to win. Definitely find a way to win. Adam Jones is not only going to make a cut block here, big time cut block, because New Mexico is bringing the blitz. It's not safe. It's 1 high. They're bringing a 1 high blitz. You got the safety over top here. Looks kind of like a cover 3, but I'm honestly going to say man. This is man. So man blitz. They're going to bring a man blitz. There's 7 blitz. What are we saying? There's 6 blitzing. You got 6 blockers. So honestly, you should have this blocked up pretty. No. So the tight end's not in there. 5, 6. Yeah, so 6 coming and you got 6 blockers. So it should be blocked up. Adam Jones does his 111th. He gets the cut block, but not only does he get the cut block, tackle gets beat. Right tackle looks like he's kind of losing. Tommy Mellott's got to scramble out. Adam Jones gets the cut block, gets up, gets out, and goes to catch the pass on 2nd and 5 to get the first down. Not only keep his feet in bounds for the catch, but then to get out of bounds to stop the clock. Come on, bro. What are we talking about? Minute to go in the game. Quick out to Dowler. He's going to drop it. That's going to stop the clock, making it a 2nd and 10. Here you go. 2nd and 10 here. They're going to hand it off to Adam Jones, who, man, look at how he fumbled his ball around real quick. Ooh, close one. Either way, minute to go in the game on 2nd and 10. Wait, he didn't end up dropping it, did he? No, they knocked it out after the fact. Either way, 35 seconds to go. They did not end up using this timeout. They let the clock run. 3rd and 6. I mentioned earlier, Ty McCullough messed up. He messed up. We can all admit he messed up. This is a great play by Tommy Mellott. Not only is it a great play by Tommy Mellott, because Ty McCullough he's not really open right here. They look like they're running a curl concept. It's not a great route by Ty McCullough. He kind of fades on the break. He doesn't really establish where he's at. Tommy Mellott notices though. Tommy Mellott sees the defensive back on his back. He's going to throw the ball inside, low and away from the defensive back. The defensive back was so close to knocking this out. And I think I have the other view in here, the slow-mo view, but Tommy Mellott puts the ball low and away from the defensive back, and Ty McCullough makes the catch. After they weren't on the same play, he busted earlier in this drive, ran the wrong route. He makes up for it. I mean, beautiful. Watch this. Watch this. I think we got it on here. Yeah. So I don't really like the route. I don't know what route he is. There's no really definition in this route. He's kind of drifting. Either way, the defensive back is on his back. The defensive back is right there. Low and away. Really good ball from Tommy Mellott to throw it inside, low and away from the defensive back. And Ty McCullough, I mean, one of the biggest plays of the game on third down when you got to have it. They don't 100% win this game. Like, look at this ball. Look at this ball. Defensive back. Folks, I need you to hear me and hear me well. When people say football is a game of inches, this is what we are talking about. This is the difference between a field goal and a touchdown. This is the difference right here from them getting a field goal and tying the game and going to overtime and them scoring the game-winning touchdown a play later. I mean, football is a game of absolute inches. Inches. This could have been the difference right here. Ty McCullough makes up for it. Tommy Mellott puts a great ball on it. Next play, they give it to Scottray Humphrey, who runs it in to score the game-winning touchdown with 10 seconds to go. I mean, an absolute amazing, amazing football game. That ending was amazing. Watch that whole 2-minute drive. Tommy Mellott, they protected him better. They didn't run him as much. He only ran really when he had to scramble. He only ran a few times when he had to pull it. They used the running backs. They ran behind their offensive line. What a great finish to this great week 0 football game. Montana State finished the game winning it 35-31 to become 1-0. New Mexico unfortunately goes to 0-1. They pissed the game away. Those last 4 drives, 2 drop passes on third downs, 2 missed field goals. I mean, they did everything they possibly could to lose this game. Montana State made the plays when they had to. Adam Jones made a big time play. Scottray Humphrey made some big plays. Tommy Mellott made a big throw. Ty McCullough made a big catch. I mean, a great game for Montana State. They get the victory, and it was a great win. Obviously, they were a 13.5-point favorite to start this game. That doesn't matter anymore. They got the dub. What a great game. Make sure you guys hit the like. Make sure you guys hit the subscribe button. Let me know how you guys like this breakdown. I'm very happy to be back. I'm very happy to be back breaking down games. Obviously, we got a big slate this week on week 1, and a bunch of Big Tie teams are going to be playing this week. So, yeah, let me know what you guys think. I appreciate you guys for tapping in this week. I appreciate you guys so much. Montana State got the dub this week, and I will catch you guys next time. Thanks.